YouTube, what's going on? Hope everybody is doing well. Trailer's here. We're gonna be mowing at the property. Heck yeah. All right, so really quick here. Wanted to do a video announcing a couple of new resources at LawnTrepreneurAcademy.com. No big pitch here, but I know a lot of you guys are going through a little bit of a seasonality change, thinking and talking about snow. What I want to do for just a couple of minutes here is show you on the whiteboard a couple brand new resources that we have available, and you guys can do with it what you want in terms of investing into your business, investing into your future, and investing into your own education. Let me grab a quick little blue marker here. All of this is available at LawnTrepreneurAcademy.com. That is our training and education program and platform. We started that about 4 or 5 years ago out of the necessity to just distill down what these 8, 10, 20-minute long YouTube videos are, which sometimes are a little fluff, right? That's just how YouTube is. Gotta captivate the audience, keep things exciting, Mr. Beast everything these days. The attention span for most people is down to about 7 seconds, right? We've all heard. Now, that being said, if you guys are a real business owner, you want to spend some time nights and weekends or after hours dialing in your numbers, educating yourself, learning how the business is actually done, well, that's what Lawntrepreneur Academy is for. Now, some of those are behind a payroll, right? $49, $99, $249. Well, it takes money to take education to the next level, all right? And it's not for everyone. If you want the free stuff, get the free stuff on YouTube. If you want to actually pay to play and get the good stuff, it's going to be behind the paywall. Why? Why is that? Well, I spent my time and money to go invest into my education, zip all the way across the country. It's going to take the same little bit of effort from you guys to do the exact same thing. All right, let's do this really quick. I got the whiteboard out here. I want to take about 5 minutes here and just show you guys the new courses, programs, and resources that we have available for you guys. And if you want to grow, this is where they're going to be. All right. Number one, let me turn this camera around. Let's do this really quick. I want to talk about snow. If you know, you know, but let's talk about snow. Number one, first course, the how to plow snow. It is $99. All right, maybe you've just gotten started into the business. You don't know how to plow snow. The first one right here is how to plow snow for $99. Number 2 and 3, we have contracts. I know a lot of you guys are using CRMs like Yardbook, Jobber, LMN, so on and so forth. Sometimes you can build out your estimates through here, but long story short, you do need robust contracts. We have them for commercial, for residential, and I can't write for scratch, but you guys know how it goes, all right? Contracts for residential and commercial, those are $99. Plug and play resources, just change out the red letter, and then you can go ahead and put those to work in your business. This is the exact same contracts, templates, and numbers we use, obviously now updated in our terms of service for LMN. Let me do this really quick. Snow postcards. All right, snow postcards. We have commercial, we have res, and then we have a door hanger design. Okay, these are all $75 each. Maybe you guys are looking to market your snow removal business. This is where you want to look. We're actually right now in the process again with Postcard Mania, sending out snow postcards with our commercial template to our clientele. All right, another resource here. And again, use this as much as you want or as little as you want. We have a salt log. A lot of you guys have taken this and the language and digitized it, but a salt log, $50. Make sure you have site visits, weather conditions, parking lot conditions, what you actually did, the timestamp, so on and so forth. Just have site logs. Now we're using Crew with LMN, so a lot of this is done. But a lot of you guys I know are just getting started from 0 to 100K, 0 to 300K. You don't have all this necessarily in an LMN, a Jobber, a Yardbook, right? Start here, start somewhere, okay? A couple new resources we have. I want to drop these really quick. Salt course 101. We just dropped the salt course. Super excited about that. Let me just tell you guys straight up, if you're just getting started with salting, this is 100% one of the best resources you can get. In fact, I don't really know anybody that's got a salt training course, let alone a snowplow training course on YouTube. And if they do, I guarantee they have no idea what they're talking about in terms of knowing their numbers. Period, case closed, okay? It's a bold statement, but it's the accurate truth. And I got more pricing videos coming out next week talking about all that and so much more. So that's gonna be a really exciting conversation. The SALT course is live now, just since last Saturday. You're going to get started in there with a numbers video, a takeoff. We're gonna show you an equipment walk around, and then we're gonna actually go salt a parking lot. And then number 4, we've got 12 or 15 FAQ questions that we answer in a 20-minute webinar about commonly questions about when to salt, how much to salt, how long is salt useful for, when's it active, like what temperatures, when do we go salt after a pre-treat, a post-treat, and like literally a dozen other questions, okay? Those are all compiled from the FAQs that I've gotten from so many of you guys over last winter as we were doing a little bit more salt out front. Now, some folks might say, well, Fullerton, you just got started salting and self-performing. What do you know about salt? Yeah, listen to me, brother. We've been doing hundreds of thousands of dollars per year in salting. This year is the first year we self-performed, but it's not like we don't know what we're talking about here, okay? In fact, our snow business last year was up 2x from the year before and 4x from the year before that. I assure you, all systems are go over here, okay? Let me swing this back around. A couple other ones I want to give you guys. The salt course is now live. I believe that is $99. Again, do with this whatever you want. If you want education, this is where you start. If you got something better, let me know. I don't have anything out there in the ethos that I've seen, so that's why we put all this together. Another one that was huge, a lot of you guys joined us on this one. I would not get started doing snow or salt or renew my contracts this year unless you watch this, which is our snow webinar replay. We had some of the best, including Troy Clogg, Sam Gemble, Mark Bradley, Jordan Smith. We had the LMN team, one of my account managers, actually showing our numbers. I actually did a presentation all about sales and marketing strategy. No, not just pass out flyers, yard signs, postcards, and update your Google listing. We talk about how to actually craft a message that resonates, how to dial into your ideal customer profile, how to create a marketing and sales strategy that pulls, not just pushes customers to make a decision. Okay, how to really differentiate yourself in the marketplace, and then couple that to a sales strategy for customers that want to have a buffet of options to pick from. Something where you can meet them at any level, at any price, while still making sure you don't give the price away. It was really, really good. 30-minute little snippet from my session. All the rest of the speakers did a great job, of course. $99 for the replay. 2 bonus resources in there. Number 1, a customer referral letter for commercial sites. If you can have those customers that you currently have referring neighbors and adjacent sites, solid. And then number 2, our actual terms of service from our contracts that we have in our account with LMN. Same thing that we just updated for the residential and commercial contracts for the guys that are gonna be downloading that resource as well. So that's inside the snow webinar. That's a freebie. That alone is worth $99. If you don't have quality terms of service, if you don't have good rules of engagement, if you don't have hold harmless, indemnification, and so much more, I would not send out a single snow contract just yet in 2025 until you get that. And I don't care how good you are with Chat GPT, this is where that all came from, but you might not know what other questions to ask, and so that's why I would use ours, and we've got about a dozen pieces of content in the terms of service to keep you protected, all right? Let's spin this around one more time. We've got the snow webinar, and last but not least, this is new. It is the How to Bid Commercial Sites or Commercial Bidding Made Simple program. All right, RAM. This right here, $249. What do you get there? Well, first things first, we're not just gonna give you guys all this resources and not teach you how to fish. Every single one of these courses and programs teaches you, explains the numbers, breaks it down. This isn't fluff, this is not a cash grab. We teach you how to fish. A lot of you guys are getting started in the commercial bidding process, and a lot of you guys wanna know, how do I actually do a commercial bid? So we've got that for lawn. A lot of you guys are wondering, well, how do I actually do a commercial bid for snow? We've got that covered. I show you for 20 minutes, a lawn takeoff, how we measure with Attentive, how we plug it into our budget, how we plug it into our estimation tool, how do we use our production rates to get these numbers. So at least you got guide rails so you know what to bid for lawn, for snow, and so much more, okay? We actually have a 45, I think, to 50-minute webinar replay that I did on Link, our private Facebook group, about 2 months ago, talking about how the commercial game is played. If you think that you are just salesman of the world between 0 to 300K, you got a half dozen commercial sites, you think you know what you're doing, yeah, I did too, until I went 0-10 this spring and realized I had to understand how the commercial bidding game is actually played. And I gave that recipe away, a 1-hour replay, part of that training program. All right, last but not least, really excited about this, something new we're trying, and we've had some great reception about it, is in that commercial bidding program, Commercial Bidding Made Simple, for $249, you get the webinar, you get the 2 takeoffs. One thing that I'm gonna include in that is 1 actual takeoff with yours truly. So I'm going to bid, price, measure, and then we're going to communicate back and forth via email with clips and Zoom and all that mess. And I'm going to make sure that you have an accurate quote based on my numbers, and then we're going to work together to dial it in for your numbers for a commercial bid, whether it's for lawn or snow. So if you got 80 residential clients, it's you and another guy, you got 2 Skag V-Ride 2s, and you're living the dream, and then all of a sudden you get that big break, and a commercial site comes across your table, or an apartment complex, and you go, this could be a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 account. I just don't know how to bid it. I've got your back. Nobody else is offering anything like this. We're going to, like I said, communicate back and forth via email. If I got the time, we'll hop on a Zoom, and I'm gonna spend 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes with you, back and forth, showing you exactly how I'm punching it into my business and give you some suggestions about where you could be for your business. Again, my business is gonna look entirely different than your business in terms of pricing, markets, overhead, but at the end of the day, as my friend Troy Klog says, we're all selling time, we're all selling equipment. All of us should be starting to be around the same price for what we're all doing, okay? That's another great crutch. That's another great resource. Again, it's a buffet. Pick anything you need, pick anything you want. We've been making so many great videos about mowing, vlogging, new equipment, the front landscaping. There's been a lot going on. I just want to take 10 minutes today, maybe do a little personal promotion here about one of our programs, one of our companies, which is Lawntrepreneur Academy. This is a small business. This is what allows me to go on out there, make great content for you guys, reinvest into the podcast, zip around the country and go hang out with all these teenagers and shop tours and all this mess to bring you guys the best content that we can. It does take money to keep the mission going, and that's why we've been able to sustain our YouTube channel for 6, 7, 8, 9+ years because of your guys' purchases, your guys' supports, both with affiliate links, sponsors, and of course, our own courses and resources, okay? Check it all out at lawntrepreneur.academy.com. No hard pitch, no hard sale. I just wanna let you guys know that there's like 6, 7, 8, I'm probably leaving out 1 or 2, right? Training programs talking about snow. And if you guys are excited about the conversation to bid, quote, estimate, and get your snow contracts out there right now, like myself included, and we are, well then check these resources out at lawntrepreneur.academy.com. Go under the store section, scroll on down to snow, and you can see all these great resources. And again, use what you need, but get educated. Last thing I'll say, we're all out there buying $50,000 trucks, $10,000 mowers, $10,000 trailers, $10,000 salters. The best thing you can do is spend a couple $100 or $1,000 on your education to learn how to run the business correctly, okay? Don't guess, don't make stuff up, don't get caught with your pants down. If you need help, learn. If you need more help, book the commercial bidding, let's get on the horn. And then outside of all of that, if you can't afford it, shoot me an email. I'll get you anything here for free. If you can't afford it, I will get you this for free because I don't want to see any of you guys out there get caught with your pants down or die on the vine. All right, how about that for a promise? All right, that's what I got for you guys in today's video. I love you, I appreciate you. LawnTrepreneurAcademy.com, check it all out. Thank you in advance for the support, and we'll catch up with you guys here next week, Monday.